Hello everybody and welcome back to SOMA. I may have had something I wanted to talk about, but it was completely blown out of my brain. The second the loading screen for this game showed up, if you weren't aware, the loading screen for this game takes a ridiculously long time, and even by my standards, and I'm used to games being like slow to load. They always are for me. But no, it took a long time, and I hate the ocean. It took a long time, and it may have taken less time than I actually expected, because I've had this happen with... Well, screw you! Screw your screeching face. I'm not a fan. I've had this happen with several games where they have a loading screen that the requirement at the end is that you actually press a button, but it won't leave the loading screen or give any sort of audible notification that the game is loaded. So I'm sitting here on my phone waiting for it to load, and only to like look up and be like, huh? When did that load? Welcome to some ship. So I think we're gonna have to deal with whatever that thing from before was while on board this. And I'm honestly surprised. The fact that the Omni tool isn't just dead after being brought out into the water like this. Because there's several issues with bringing things like the Omni tool into the water. One, this is probably salt water because this is the ocean. And yeah, just look at how corroded this stuff is. And that happens to a lot of electronics. Just the second water touches them while they're active. And the Omni tool is active. It is in my pocket. Active. Working. Okay, dope. There was no point in going... Well, there was a point. I needed to get through. I don't know where whatever that was. I don't know if it was on the path ahead of me. Like, I have no idea. I was sitting here just... Oh, okay, I have no idea what's going on. And I think that's fair. And to think, I literally, the first episode of this went live just yesterday, I think, or the day before. And I told people that this game wasn't that frightening. And now we have Mr. Unsettle. Mr. Unsettle is slightly frightening. I will be honest. If I am absolutely honest, Mr. Unsettle is ever so slightly frightening, and if I had to experience him in real life, I would probably be highly frightened. Oh, okay, that's a big... That is more terrifying than Mr. Unsettle, though. Where's Mr. Unsettle? Come at me, Mr. Unsettle. Actually, please don't. I prefer you don't. But regardless of what you do, it's none of my business. Unless it involves my butt. Then it becomes my business because that's my butt. And I'd prefer that you do not touch my bahookie. And I know that's a big thing to ask, that Mr. Unsettle doesn't touch my butt. But I think I'm gonna have to insist. I'm of the opinion that I'm going to have to insist that Mr. Unsettle stay away from my butt, and otherwise, I think there's going to be issues. Wait, why Oh, there is a reason why I'm opening this. I didn't even recognize or look to see if that was there. My first instinct was just to go through the door. Yeah, this is not the greatest, considering, we're underwater, so this building is under, like, a lot more pressure than it would be if it was above water. So all that creaking you hear... Okay, stutter. Just from the save, okay.
Alright, we're in. Let's find a working escape vessel.
Alright, I spent quite a bit of time just focused on the locker. Pointlessly. Mr. Unsettle? No Mr. Unsettle, but we're definitely going to have to deal with Mr. Unsettle in here. And I'm not a fan of Mr. Unsettle.
The sky is pitch black with smoke. The ocean is dark. Incredibly dark.
Incredibly dark, he says.
At a distance, I can see land. According to navigation, it's Lisbon, the coast of Portugal. Any signs of life?
Yikes! Okay, thank you! And I literally said there was no jump scares yesterday! I'm a liar! Mr. Unsettle has made me a liar! Mr. Unsettle has gone and made me a liar, and I do not appreciate it. Okay! Fuck you, Mr. Unsettle! Why? Okay. I don't think I had any way to deal with that other than to run straight into Mr. Unsettle. Okay, so we had Chicken Bastard and now Mr. Unsettle, who appeared to be naked, which is rather creepy. So now we're limping. Thank you, Mr. Unsettle.
Incredibly dark.
Thank you! I hate you, Mr. Unsettle. Come into the room. Okay, I'm not a fan of Mr. Unsettle.
Everything is on fire. The flames, they're reaching all the way into the sky. It's unreal. Any signs of life? Over. No. Nothing but a massive firestorm covering the continent.
Okay, I get it. I won't explore. I don't know why you're so angry at me, Mr. Unsettle, but please, fuck off. Whatever I did to you, you're a liar. You're a big fat liar. Hey, bye, Mr. Unsettle. You can fucking suck my dick. I did not agree to have Mr. Unsettle touch my butt, but he went and did it. Which makes this 10,000 times worse than it needs to be.
Attention crew, this is your captain speaking.
Oh! Thank you! Now Mr. Unsettle is in here. Come on. Yes, right there. Right where I wanted you. Now fuck off. Okay, I only have, like, the leeway for minor exploration at the moment, thanks to Mr. Unsettle being an absolute dickhead. And Mr. Unsettle just gets to teleport wherever he wants to. And I don't find that fair. I'd prefer if Mr. Unsettle could, you know, fuck off and leave me the hell alone. But clearly that's not an option. I remember I saw an escape vessel on the outside. And I think that's where we need to go, is to wherever that escape vessel was. I don't really have any... Reactor temp steady. Reactor temp steady. Mr. Unsettle hasn't followed us upstairs yet. Or even if he has followed us upstairs, he hasn't directly caught up to us yet.
Merged. The crew, what's left of it, is doing okay. For the rest of the world, there's no good way to describe it. is just gone.
Okay, that's a skeleton. That's a skull, I think.
For the rest of the world,
Is that a pelvis? Or is it supposed to be a pelvis?
the destruction is absolute.
I think that's supposed to be like half a pelvis.
The surface is just gone.
Okay, I don't see anything. This is gonna be an issue if I touch it.
Jesus Christ! What the hell?
Okay. So I don't want to touch those too much. So the surface of the planet is gone after, I believe they said it was a comet hit the planet, and that does make sense. Sort of, to an extent. So the orbs that heal me are also kind of aggressive. I don't think I'm just trying to shake the place up. Did Mr. Unsettle make these bones? Should I blame Mr. Unsettle for the bones? Can I go back downstairs without Mr. Unsettle getting pissed at me?
Attention crew, this is your captain speaking. The final efforts to stop the comet have officially failed. Impact is imminent.
So they did know that the comet was coming, and they did try and stop it, but they weren't... Their efforts did not bear fruit. Okay. Mr. Unsettle? Whatever you were trying to prevent me from doing, you can suck my peen. I found the escape pod.
Huh? What? Oh, you made it. This is much better. Let's see if we can't get this thing moving.
Please do. I don't want to be stuck in this place with Mr. Unsettle for any longer than I have to be.
Safety locks are blocking the vessel's release. Are you kidding? How much more of an emergency could this ship be in? It's on the bottom of the sea. Take a look at the engine room and see if you can figure it out. Maybe there's an override or something.
There's monsters out there, like the ones we saw at Lambda.
The more reason to get going.
What?
Come on, you know the drill. Don't look at them or get too close. It'll mess with your circuits.
Oh, shit.
We need to get out of here.
I know, I'm going.
So I could have gone... Now Mr. Unsettle's gonna be upstairs, ain't he? Well, good thing I've already heard everything that's upstairs, and I already know what I gotta do. I gotta go yank the coolant things. The only thing I can think of to do is yank the coolant things, but if that doesn't do it, I'll reload the save. Oh yeah, that does make sense. That up here, these are the ships, right? Reactor temps. Okay, Mr. Unsettle.
Reactor collapse imminent. Proceed to the emergency valves.
Hi, Mr. Unsettle. Mr. Unsettle is on my butt. I don't like this. Mr. Unsettle is directly on my butt. See, Mr. Unsettle is directly behind my butt, and I'm not a fan of it.
Okay, I'm in.
Then let's get the hell out of here. We need to pump all the water out before we take off.
Can't you do it any faster?
I'm almost there.
Maybe I shouldn't have broken all the stuff.
Hold on to something.
I wish I could, but there's nothing here for me to hold on to. Maybe I shouldn't have pulled all the tentacles.
Can you steer this thing?
Starboard rudder is choking, but I can compensate.
How do you even know what direction we're going in?
Don't worry, I'm hooked up to the navigator. We're headed for Theta. Should be a matter of minutes.
I thought I was done for back there.
Seems like the WoW is keeping the Curie from going into a catastrophic failure state. I mean, how did it get on the ship?
Are you talking about the black tentacles in the engine room? I've seen them before at Upsilon. What are they?
They're a manifestation of a malfunctioning station-wide artificial intelligence called the WoW.
Station-wide? So we just made a powerful enemy.
No, it's not like that. The AI isn't a persona. It doesn't feel or think like we do. It's more like a cancer.
Was that the ship?
Looks like your sabotage worked better than expected. Brace for impact!
Woo! I should not have pulled all the tentacles.
What does that mean?
If I don't hit Delta, we're dead.
Okay, I might have killed us. Oopsies. Upsies.
Please remain seated.
Yeah, no can do. I already blew up one ship, and then the detonation of that ship sort of crashed this ship. So give me my door opener. My door opener that happens to contain my only companion at the moment. Mr. Unsettle?
This open.
Okay, hi. That is bright. You know, that's actually kind of dangerous. You didn't notify anyone to stay clear.
Oh, hey, little guy. Didn't expect to see you again.
Hey, friendo. It's good to see
Don't
you.
worry, Cat. I'll find a way to Theta.
Okay. Well, guys, we now know what the tentacles are. And I don't think that makes this any better. Like, yes, I know what the tentacles are, but now I know that it's a system-wide AI that's supposed to be supporting things, but I've been sort of ripping its tentacles out of things. So, maybe when this Catherine was cloned into the machine, the WoW wasn't like something that thought like a person, but who knows how long it's been since that Cath was created. Like, I don't, maybe she does. So, yeah. Maybe Cath is the WoW. That'd be interesting. And I apologize to everyone who, on the first episode of this, I said this wasn't going to be super scary with jump scares and all that. Mr. Unsettle proved me wrong. He made me a liar. I feel like an absolute dickhead. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe down below. Because that's how things go. Subscribe and you'll see more of this eventually. Probably. If you enjoyed this particular video and you just want to show support and you're already subscribed, make sure to leave a like and or a comment talking about the video. Or anything, really. And remember, smile. The AI thinks it's better for your health. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, guys.